So this is Adriana Smith, 30 years old. She had blood clots in her brain, sadly. And she no longer has brain activity. It's awful. It's tragic. But what's made it even worse is that the state of Georgia, because of their heartbeat law, has forced her family to keep her alive on a ventilator for the last 90 days. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the pro-life state has turned this sweet woman into a baby incubator. As long as they view the baby being viable, maybe another 6 months. Her son visits her mom. And, hi mom, I love you. He thinks that she's sleeping. If that doesn't tear out your insides, I don't know what will as a human being. That's gut-wrenching. It's just gut-wrenching. But you know what really gets me about this? Is that all of you fake white Christian nationalists, you white supremacists, don't give two fucks about that embryo once it's born. Because you don't give a shit if that family goes into medical debt and has to file bankruptcy. You don't care if it has a place to live, if it has health care, if it has food. You don't care what happens to it in a school with pew-pew violence. And you sure in the hell don't care if it lives in poverty. You don't give a fuck about the baby once it's born. You just want to push your white Christian nationalism, so fuck you. And for all of you people that think that this guy making this video is being a hard ass, I am. Because I am sick of hearing people tell me, I can't afford to do a strike. Oh, I can't do this. I can't. Go tell that to Adriana's family. Go do that. Go tell that to Abrego Garcia's family who never got due process. Go tell that to the children that have cancer, that were yanked out of this country, that aren't getting their cancer treatment. Go tell that to the tourists that are put in prisons for 10 days to 2 weeks at a time, just because they were coming to the United States. Go tell that to the tens of thousands of people that were illegally fired by this president. Go tell that to the veterans that can't call the prevention line because it's not staffed. You know, I can imagine, what if John Lewis said, you know what, voting rights is really important, but I can't afford to lose my job. You know what, I really want equality, but Rosa Parks says I'm not going to sit on the bus because I can't lose my job. What if Martin Luther King goes, man, I really need my job, so I'm not going to give that speech? When are you going to stop using your privilege? What happened to this beautiful young lady didn't affect me. But I give a shit about other people. Why do we as a society have to have the darkness come over our front fucking door before we give a shit about it? Why? Why does it have to happen to us first? Why do we have to constantly watch other people get shitted on and mistreated, but it didn't happen to me? I don't get that. I really don't. And yes, I'm giving you a kick in the ass. Because our elected leaders right now are nowhere to be found. They're voting on stupid shit, like renaming the Gulf of Mexico, taking away Medicare, taking away SNAP benefits, children not getting their autistic needs that they need in school. They're focused on 12 transgenders in college sports, getting gifts of $400 million airplanes. And we're just, oh, whatever, it's all going to be fine. There's just nothing we can do. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't afford to do this. I can't afford to do that. That shit's on us. If this was France, this whole damn country would be locked down right now on strike. But we have lived a privileged life. That'll never happen here. That can't happen here. Oh, that's never going to happen to me. But maybe it won't. But why should it before we care about somebody else? You want to do something? Sign the goddamn strike petition and stop giving me excuses and making excuses why you can't. 2025strike.com. It's in my bio. Yes, I'm not famous. I'm not rich. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a zillionaire. I'm not an actor. I'm not a sports celebrity. I get that. But the people that we elected aren't doing their goddamn jobs. So it's time for somebody that's just a regular person to sit on the damn bus or cross the bridge or take a knee or give a speech or start an underground railroad. When you're ready, I'll be here. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to give you guys pacifiers and baby bottles. Because we need some tough love right now. That's what leadership is. Leadership isn't about coddling people and telling them it's going to be okay and patting them on the back. Sometimes that's needed. But right now, you guys are sleepwalking into fascism. And that shit's got to stop. And I'm passionate because this shouldn't be happening. Go read the petition. You reverse Citizens United. You reinstate Roe versus Wade. You take dark money out of politics. You put term limits and you tax the goddamn rich people and you increase minimum wage and then you impeach Donald Trump. Unless you fix the system itself, we will continue to have people's human basic rights trampled on. It's time that we had a revolution in this country and stop these white nationalists from forcing their religious ideology upon everybody else. This minority rule needs to stop now. And until we're pissed off enough and we organize and we decide that we want actual change, it's not the responsibility of the congressmen and senators. It's our fault because we had the power to do it, but we didn't think we could because we didn't want to lose our jobs. When you're ready, let me know. I'll be right here. I'm on your side. But I'm going to give you a kick in the ass because that's what we need right now. And sometimes I'm going to need a kick in the ass. I'm not perfect. But we have to come together on this right here, right now. Waiting until the midterms is not an option. It's not. We will not have a country in 2 years. It will not be here.